Greetings everyone, welcome back to Cinema Prescriptions, where we dive deep into a film and prescribe you all that you need to enjoy the film. I am your host, Mr. Dr. Rice, and today we will be going over Night Swim. Let's get to it. The director of this film is Bryce McGuire. This is his feature film directorial debut, so it's always fun to see new directors because you never know what you're going to get. You don't know what their style is. And they always bring something new because they're eager to prove themselves. So let's see how this one works. So the synopsis for this film is: forced into early retirement by a degenerative illness, former baseball player Ray Walker moves into a new home with his wife and 2 children. He hopes that the backyard swimming pool will be fun for the kids. However, a dark secret from the home's past soon unleashes a malevolent force that drags the family into the depths of inescapable terror. So that sounds like a pretty good synopsis of the film. I think the film should focus on like the father because it's talking about his disease and the effects on this family, and also like all the stresses of moving into a new house. So I mean, from the trailers it looks like it's going to be like a haunted pool or something's going on that we don't know about, but let's see how it looks. The budget for this film was $15 million, which is pretty high for a film produced by Blumhouse. They usually try to keep their production costs low so they can get the most out of their budget and make a pretty good profit. Do I feel like the film looks like a $15 million film? I guess it does because the water effects look really good. The setting was okay, I guess, but I feel like it could have done better with some of the effects though, like the animated ghosts and things like that. I think they could have been better, but overall I feel like it looks like a $15 million film. Nothing too much, nothing too little. What is a good comparison film for this film? I would say that it reminds me of the 2005 Amityville Horror with Ryan Reynolds, but you can really pretty much say that this film is like any film where a family moves into a haunted home. It has the paranormal events escalating to the point where they have to investigate the past of the home, and eventually like a family member may get possessed or something like that. And then it has all the key points that a film about a family moving into a ghost house has. The only reason it reminds me more so of Amityville Horror is because during the Amityville Horror film you get to see the effects of the home on Ryan Reynolds as he becomes possessed, and it kind of reminds me of this film right here. So that's a good comparison in my opinion. But it really is like any haunted house film that a family moves into. What makes this film easy to love? I would say that the pool effect worked really well in this film. It kind of reminded me of Get Out, how Get Out portrayed the sunken place, you know, like how the main character was when he was in the sunken place. It was like it was like some crazy effect. It was like he was in like a TV but super zoomed out. It's how the Night Swim water effect looked in this film in my opinion, and it was pretty cool to see. I feel that the build-up of the film was very well done. So you have like the backstory of the father, how he's injured, like you can get to see like flashbacks of how he used to be a really good baseball player, and you can see that it's taking a toll on him, that he can't play the sport because of his degenerative illness. And I felt that established a good motivation for how he becomes so susceptible to like the events that happen to him in the film, because he wants to get back to top shape, top form so well that he may not make the right decision. So like I feel like the first half of the film was really good. What can make it hard to love? I feel like the reveal of the ghost kind of ruined the film and how it was portrayed. Like I feel like the film was really good because you know you don't see the ghost, and most films, when you don't see like what's really going on behind the scenes, it feels more terrifying and suspenseful. But like when they showed the first ghost, it kind of took me out the film. Instead of being scary, it was kind of funny. Because I don't want to spoil anything, but when you see it, you'll know what I'm talking about. So the ghost effects weren't that good. And what also makes it hard to love is the film is very unoriginal and the story is not very compelling. And I felt like most of the characters, there's really nobody to get behind in the film. I felt like the film's focus should have been on the mystery of what was behind the pool. And once you figure out what's going on, it's not really compelling, or it's not really anything interesting. It's just your typical horror film type things. I feel like if you're gonna go that route, like a good example of something that I felt like took the formula of this kind of film was *Malignant*. So that film set itself up as a supernatural film. It went through the whole motions of maybe like there's a ghost or something going on, and then like halfway through the film, it flips the expectation and goes in a totally different route. And I respect that film for that. So overall, what makes this film easy to love is that the water effects were really good, and the setup of the film was done very well. What makes it hard to love is that the ghost reveal kind of ruins the rest of the film, and that happens like halfway through the film. And the story's not very original and is not told in a very original way. So thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Tell me what you think of the new format. See you next time. Ciao.